I made the CEO of a company with 6,000 employees almost swear at me. He was mad. And it's all about what I said to him about his journey stopping drinking alcohol. But after he calmed down, he thanked me. And I told him something that nobody is going to tell you about your journey of not drinking alcohol. And this video might upset you as well. But I promise you, if you can process the message that I'm going to give you today, then the chance of you actually succeeding stopping drinking alcohol is going to increase so much. So if we've not met yet, my name is Leon Sylvester. I drank for almost 10 years and alcohol was the biggest source of pain in my life. I tried stopping drinking with willpower, right? I'd just try and fight the urge, fight the craving. I tried stopping with AA, didn't work for me. I ain't calling myself an alcoholic. I tried reading books, going to church, but everything changed once I reframed the way that I view alcohol using first principles thinking. And since then, I started my company, SoberClear, where I help business people and professionals get control of their drinking. So a couple of years ago, somebody reached out to me. He lived in a rather small country and he was the CEO of a business that had 6,000 employees. And it was actually either the first or second biggest company in that entire country. So it was a small country, but this is one of the most successful, you could even say powerful people in the entire country. And we got on a phone call and he was telling me about his drinking patterns and wanting to change and stopping and starting and always going back to it. He'd never tried anything formal. He'd never tried a program or anything like that. And as he continued explaining his story, I said, so you're responsible for 6,000 people's livelihood. If you make the right decisions, you're clear-minded, you've got energy, you can have a vision, and you're being a good leader and coaching your employees to be better at their job, that improves the lives of 6,000 people. He said, yeah, that's what I do. And I said, then why do you drink? And he didn't have an answer. It's what I do. I can't stop. And I said, yeah, but you're selfish. And he was taken aback. And I think I upset him in the moment. But I tried to explain that by you drinking alcohol, that doesn't just affect you. You're affecting 6,000 people, all because you want to change the way that you feel. And you know what he said? He processed it and he said, thank you so much. Thank you so much for saying that. I said, why? What do you mean? And he said, in my position, everybody they kiss my ass, right? They want something, they want a promotion. Everybody's just nice to me. Nobody puts me in my place. And I did it from a place of love. I wasn't trying to belittle the man. I was trying to make him see that he is almost a vessel and he's, lowering his energy. He's just not going to be the best leader he can for all those people. I was doing it from a place of love. And he said that he needed to hear that. He needed to see that link between his action of drinking alcohol and how it affects everybody around him. And he said, thank you. This man went on to not drink for multiple years. We worked through the program and whatever, but it was me saying that was a catalyst. See, here's the problem, and here's what nobody will talk to you about. When you drink alcohol, I don't want to sound like I'm trying to be cruel, but you're being selfish. You're engaging in an action that is about you and how you feel. You want to change your state at the expense of everybody around you. And you might be thinking, oh, I'm not that bad. It is that bad. Whether you like it or not, you're escaping. You're setting an example to people around you. And it is affecting people in a negative way, including you. But we keep doing it. And I did it, right? Like I said, I'm not trying to push you down. And then also, when we first stop drinking alcohol, it can also be a selfish action. We feel bad. We want to feel better. And that's how it needs to start. Because that man couldn't stop drinking for those 6,000 people. It wouldn't work. He had to stop drinking for himself. And I think that he didn't want to see himself as a selfish person, but he had to do it for himself first. But he made the link, and this is the link I want you to make as well. Stopping drinking is not just about you. At first, you've got to do it for you. You've got to do it because you want to feel better, because you want a better life for yourself, and it has to start from a place of selfishness. But then something else will replace the selfishness. When your family all of a sudden want to be around you more, when you're being offered promotions or you're attracting better clients into your business, and when your spouse is proud of you, that decision to stop drinking alcohol, whilst it started off as something to improve your life, it starts to impact everybody. And you might not see how yet, but it will. Because as you stop drinking alcohol and your energy gets better, and you're thinking more clearly and you're happier and you're more confident, the traits that develop as a result of not poisoning yourself affect everybody around you. See, my decision to stop drinking alcohol has affected millions of people's lives. Through making content on the internet and sharing my experience, it has affected a lot of people in a positive way. I didn't know that when I stopped drinking alcohol. I wanted to stop drinking alcohol because I wanted a better life for me. But then that made me more valuable to other people. I could make my life not about just me, but helping others. And I'm sure that this client of mine, it was a couple of years ago when we worked together, but I'm sure that all those people around him are doing better as a result of his decision to stop drinking. But it doesn't just end there, because if you're serious about getting control of your drinking, it's not just about what you do, it's about what you don't do. And if you click the video on the screen now, I'm going to show you some of the things you must avoid doing when you quit drinking alcohol.